Two geopolitical thunderclaps on Wednesday will transform transatlantic relations forever. Donald Trump's call with Vladimir Putin brought the Russian leader in from the cold as they hatched plans to end the war in Ukraine. U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth told European allies to take ownership of conventional security on the continent. Trump's America First ideology underscores his freedom from establishment advisors steeped in the foreign policy mythology of the West. Although Hegseth recommitted to NATO, something fundamental has changed. America's interventions won 2 world wars that started in Europe and afterwards guaranteed the continent's freedom in the face of the Soviet threat. Trump said on the campaign trail he might not defend alliance members who haven't invested enough in defense. Trump is returning to the rationale used by many presidents wary of foreign entanglements from the start of the republic. It's long been clear that the second Trump administration would place new demands on America's European partners. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte told the European Parliament that Europeans must come up with more cash for their militaries. Hegseth formalized Trump's demand for alliance members to spend 5% of GDP on defense. The U.S. would prioritize its growing clash with China and the security of its borders over Europe's. Trump's treatment of allies like Canada and Mexico shows his disdain for the multilateral U.S. foreign policy of old. Trump's agenda isn't about European security. It's that he thinks the USA shouldn't pay for European security. The first test of this new US-Europe reality will come over Ukraine. Trump said that negotiations to end the Ukraine war will start immediately after his call with Putin. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was not included, in an alarming sign for the government in Kyiv. Hegseth laid out U.S. starting points for the negotiation. Ukraine could not return to its pre-2014 borders before the invasion of Crimea. Former President Joe Biden was also reticent about Ukraine getting a path to NATO membership. Wednesday was also the best day for Putin since the invasion, since it swept away many of Ukraine's aspirations. The US-Russia call and a future summit with Putin in Saudi Arabia may be a hint that Trump's not just cutting Zelensky out of the deal, but Europe too.